Well, howdy, partners. It's the weekly Roundup.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Weekly Roundup with myself, Tam, and once again, James.
All right.
Yeah.
Evening, afternoon, whatever we're classing this time as.
Yeah. In case anyone doesn't realise, we done the draw there, and it took us about 16 hours.
Yeah.
Wait.
We started it Saturday night.
Yeah, it does feel a wee bit like that. So we're a lot less. It's actually, at the moment, it's 5 o'clock. Normally we're finished by now and tucked up in bed, but not today.
The Horlicks is on hold.
Yeah.
Fully committed to getting us off of these tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Didn't do last week's, did we?
No, I
No.
wasn't feeling too handy and viewed a
Crap.
drama.
Yeah.
So,
Which still the same now. So anyway, how has our darting week been?
Sums up. I played against Martin Ball, and it ended up it was a 3 each. I think it was a fair reflection on the match, to be honest.
Yeah.
I started off well, and then just seems to be my game at the moment. It's 1 minute is pretty good, and then just fell apart.
Yeah, I seen Rich saying about was it a friendly last night?
Yeah,
He started off well, but he fell asleep in the middle of it
Yeah,
or something.
I'd left myself. You know me, I'm not good with the singles. Sometimes if I leave myself with 50, even if I get 2 darts, I would never go 18 double 16. I'll always go straight for the bull. The chances of me hitting the bull are just about as good as the chances of me hitting a single 18. Oh, wait.
I told you.
Yeah, I took out the bull. That was when Rich had seen that. I think that was probably the highlight of that whole game, to be honest.
I love the part where it's not even though you just go for the ball straight off. You have to walk to the board. You have to point out that you're going for it.
To be fair, it's only you that I do that with. Mate.
And to be fair, normally when he does it, it goes nowhere near.
Nah, that's the one out a ring. Yeah, not the best.
And you, James, good week.
I think I won the league game. I can't remember how I played now, but I think I won. I hope I won after last week. I didn't do a podcast last week.
But that's it. We've got 2 weeks to talk about the results now, haven't we? We've got another week to catch up on. So, did you play on your missed week? On last week?
Yeah, unfortunately, played you. Can't remember the result. I thought I played you.
4-2. And weren't even that the week that Tam won as well?
Yeah, Tam beat us in the tournament that week.
So it was. I forgot about that, mate. Wipe the floor with you mean? Wipe the floor.
Told you I've got a great
nickname
memory.
as the mop. You get the floor get wiped that much.
Called them up because he wipes up his shoes every night.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I will apologise in advance. We might have a special guest every now and then.
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
Pop her head in and say hello.
The guests we normally get on here, to be honest.
You say hello? Good girl. You wouldn't understand him. Do you like darts?
Don't think anyone understands them.
Can you play darts? No.
Harsh, mate.
It's alright, you probably don't understand.
Sorry, mate, what was that?
So,
I'm trying to think, what other games I played? That was the only one I played this week, because it's Luke and Tigron, or whatever his name is. He's on holiday, so I've not had a chance of playing my league match this week, so...
played your team league?
Catch up.
Oh, that was Martin, weren't it?
Yeah, it was Martin, mate.
I've got my team league tonight against Pass.
Yeah.
I played young Tommy in my team
Oh,
league
so
game.
you did, yeah.
And
Do you know
then Chris Stewart in my league game.
There's something that I posted on there because we're looking for a lot of player around about the 40 average. So I posted onto this group. I found this group. I was like, I'll post it on there. So for some reason the post hasn't went on. So either they've deleted it or just blocked it, whatever the case may be. But see, when you look at it, it's just clickbait, spam, garbage all the way down the whole newsfeed.
Yes.
What? So something that's actually related to darts, and you're letting all that crap go on.
Yep.
And it's just, just like I said, it's just relentless spam.
I tried to put one on a few days ago, and it's not said if it's been approved, rejected. So
I can't even remember the name of the one. It's like I said, it's some darts, obviously, but it is. It's not like it's not like a league thing. It's meant to be darts related content, but it's just spam. It's just, honest to God, I'll send you the link later, or I'll stick it into the Discord so that everyone can get a laugh at it. Honest to God, it's just utter. They were look Littler meant to be punching somebody and all that. What?
God knows what you've stumbled up
Oh,
across.
I don't know,
It's,
yeah. God knows.
quite weak tournament wise. I think we've done a few.
I think
I can't remember who won.
I know who won Fridays.
Who won Friday?
That is it. Iran. Iran.
Oh,
I don't know how you say the name. I apologise if you listen.
Wallace.
Oren.
mate, I played him and I won the first leg, and I went, "What was going on here?" And then that was
I'm not
the
sure.
end of that.
I'm not sure who I messaged.
All right, did you message someone?
Yeah, I'll put it in. I think I must have put it in the arrange a game in the tournament bit. So I was like, Tam's 1-0 up.
It was me.
Oh, was it you? It's like, Tam's 1-0 up. So no one was backing you. So when you went 1-0 up, I was like, I'll show the support for him.
I'm going to be honest, mate. No one was more shocked than me when I went 1-0 up.
It was enjoyable.
I've never been.
The match with him and Olan, or whatever you say his name, that was an absolute cracker.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
So I'm just trying to work out what James has just brought up. Is I've beat Neil. Tam, have you beat Neil?
Yes, mate.
You did, didn't you? James,
yeah, mate. Yeah.
Have you yet to beat Neil?
I've beaten 3 times. I've lost every time.
It's not for everyone beating this guy, mate.
He just takes it easy on you two, though.
Some of the special players.
It takes it.
Here's that standard.
To be fair, when he played Tam, he did what was the first leg? He started going for triple tens.
Let's say the first leg he went for treble tens, and then he actually won that leg. And I don't think he won another leg after that when he went, because obviously I started playing quite well, and then he obviously started playing legit. And then that was him. He get beat. He just couldn't get back into the game again. It's just like throwing himself off. But
that's the biggest part of mockery. It's like, do you know what? I'm not even going. Not even 18s. Just going to go for 10s.
I'm going to go for 10s. And I come back to bite him in the butt.
To be fair, I've played him twice since I beat him, and he's wiped the floor with me every time. So I'll cling on just to the one.
Sometimes when you play him, you feel, well, I'm playing quite well, and then it just all starts to go wrong. You start leaking into the 1s and the 5s, and you're like, yeah.
Then again, yours and Noel's game, it weren't too bad. What, you were both in the 70s?
I think so,
Yeah. So I was jumping between that one and your one leg special.
I think that was a close game we've had, but so we get the win, unfortunately.
Yeah. Have you played that other Olan guy?
I haven't, no.
It's just, again, it's just the consistency thing. It's just that they'll get a treble most visits. That's where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
They've all hit that treble most visits. Yeah.
Most of this is like, because he weren't doing great on the doubles, was he?
No.
So he still averaged like 70 odd.
Yeah.
And he was really struggling on his doubles.
Yeah, it
God
wasn't.
knows what it would have been like if he was hitting them first, second dart.
I put it this way: if he played the way he played against me, I played like that against Niall, he wouldn't have beat Niall. Niall would have beat him.
Yeah.
Neil, sorry, Jesus Christ.
Neil.
Still can't do this Neil Niall thing.
Neil Niall. We'll wing it.
Start calling it.
Yeah. You just can't get used to calling him Neil. I think we're all in denial. Sorry.
Do you remember what Gary said on Tuesday? Unless it's going to be like a good one.
Unless it's going to be a world beater, just leave it. Yeah.
The draw for the semi-final of the Cup will be out tomorrow.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Hopefully get that done. So before we go any further, like massive congratulations to Aaron.
All right. Yep.
Because his name's still going to be in it. But obviously he stepped away from the league and team league for a while. New child brought in.
Yeah.
To the world.
Congrats, son. Kiss goodbye to your sleep for a while.
I think that's the first time someone's missed games because they've had a kid in the group.
Yeah, I think that's the first buff.
So maybe you should have like the middle name is inclusive or something.
Yeah. Tom.
We wouldn't mind, Aaron. I'm just saying, don't feel pressured into it.
But saying that's a girl though, isn't it? Is that a girl you had?
Boy.
Oh, is it? Yeah, so your name won't go with that then. So
but I think that's it for tournaments.
Short and sweet.
There was more. There is more winners, but
I can't
for everyone knows now. Come the new year, I promise I'll do a bit better with remembering them and writing scores down.
We'll buy you a notepad for Christmas.
I'm trying to think because I played in a couple of them, and I don't think I won a game for a change. I can't remember. I think there was 2 501s.
Yeah, there was 2 501s.
Or maybe they were all 501s.
There was the one that could change from a 1001 to a 501.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to do well, but now no one's signing up for them, so I think it's just going to be 501.
Just a standard straight ahead. The 171's quite popular as well, though. I think that one's
I think
popular.
maybe like one every 2 weeks we'll look at running something different. But believe it or not, double in, double out never gets many people.
The infamous full one.
I don't understand that one, though, because double in, double out.
I like double in, double out. It gets you packs and doubles more, doesn't it?
Yeah, I find that quite strange. People don't like that.
Yeah.
People don't like doubles, that's why.
Yeah. I think...
getting out the leg and then mind into the leg.
I think I played Kenneth in the last double in, double out, and I was down on like 180 odd before he hit a double. And that's where it's like frustrating. He still nearly won the leg.
Usually, I find when I'm playing double in, double out, I can hit the double in, no problem. I get
started. The double out.
Yeah, the double out part. You just go, how the hell is that?
Even if you're going for the same double.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Yeah, strange. Very, very strange.
I think it's because, like, to say you were going for tops, if you go inside, you can still go for tops again. But obviously, on the way out, you've got to go down to 10s and then 5s, you know? So obviously, double in, if you go inside, you can still go at that double again.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Just strange old game. It's a strange... Oh, Jesus, let's fix that for my guitar's all fall over.
I thought we was going to get a little Christmas carol there.
Oh, Christmas tree. That's enough of that. So I was looking online. That doesn't sound right. It's not a very good link, is it, when you're talking about carols?
No. Not a good start.
And I found this, it's one of these lateral thinking questions. And I thought, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to ask you guys and see if you know what it is. And then if you don't know what it is, I'll give you the answer next week, so that way anyone else that's watching can have a wee shot at trying to work it out. Do you want to have this? You ready for this, boys?
Go on then.
You're going to be good if I know the answer.
Yeah, if one of you know the answer, he's totally blew this out the window. You ready?
Yep.
A man is condemned to death. He has to choose from 3 rooms to accept his punishment. The first room is a firing squad with guns loaded. The second room has a blazing fire. The third room is full of tigers that haven't eaten for 6 months. Which room should he choose?
Not the fire one, because burnt to death's not going to be great.
Oh, yeah, but there's some kind of way that it's been questioned or something. I'm going to say the Tigers. There's going to be something like there's a trick door somewhere or something.
We'll come back to that one then.
That's the reason why I go that's why.
We'll find out next week.
Because you need a reason. You need a reason why you're picking your. You can't just come out with some guess. You need a reason why you picked your guess.
Oh, you need some reason why.
So you can let us know if you can work out
Actually, the tigers, because they don't eat human meat, do they?
Yeah,
I don't know.
tigers
Do
eat human meat, mate. Yeah.
I don't know. Go and find one and find out.
Yeah. Make sure you video it, mate, because that'd be great content for the channel. So, I thought I'd put that out there.
Well, if anyone's got any,
Stick it in the comments.
yeah, have a go at answering it.
But
Do you know,
remember, you need to give the reason why you need to work out the riddle.
Do you want to know what I've learned today?
How to tie your laces?
No, that was yesterday. Do you know why? This is completely off subject. Why in like castles the stairway's narrow?
Because most soldiers are right-handed, so they've got to like bend the sword around the.
It's to defend the thingy castle.
I don't know what you're on about right-handed. That's completely weird.
James is talking about the fact that if you're coming up the stairs, it's more suited to right-hand. It's more suited to right-handed people defending the castle.
Well, it's the fact that it's narrow, so they can only get like one at a time, so it's easier to defend.
Yeah, but it's the same with the principle of when it goes round in the circle.
I never knew that.
It's more suited to right-handers defending the castle rather than the attackers. There you go, mate.
I learned that today. This has really took a turn.
If it was if it should be on the History Channel at the moment.
We go on to the leagues.
Yeah, if you want it.
Specifically, Group B last week. See how the results went.
Do you know what? I've actually not set this up properly. What would you be saying? I never thought this through, boys. This is going to be awkward.
I mean, if we don't have to look at the leagues, that'd be even better.
That would be great.
Yeah. Let's do a podcast about the darts group, but not actually look at the darts. It's quite.
Well done, you all had a good week. Well done.
Yeah. You played well.
Last day better.
We'll just pretend to say there's like a technical glitch somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. What are you saying, guys? Flawless as always, obviously.
This is where we need like that SpongeBob thing. 3 hours later.
Right. Are we ready then?
Yeah.
See if I can remember where the hell I was opened there. There we go. Not share the screen.
5 hours later.
Why have you went all German? We have ways of making you look at the leagues. There we go. Week 9 we on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've only got one result then. Either that's not been updated. No, so there is. Sorry, mate. Good job you're there, bud.
Liz and Tommy currently playing. Steve and Nick, obviously, that game will be rearranged for someone new in there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, forgetting Steve's.
Yeah.
Obviously, for whatever reasons, isn't able to continue. You got Pete Stewart against young Colin got a leg.
Yeah, I think he's got a leg in every game.
Well played, youngster. Now, Levi and Nick with a wee draw.
Which, to be fair, no offence, Pete. If you'd have told me at the beginning, I didn't think Pete would be sitting top.
Right?
Quite surprised by that one.
I'm trying to think if I've played Pete. I think I have.
Your fellow Scott.
I'm sure I have, mate. I think he's actually better than you think he is.
He's been in a few tournaments.
The thing is, though, when you get into those tournaments, Tom, it's like some of the guys in these tournaments, they're a lot of really good players. It's not until you get in there you realise how big a gap there is between the bottom leagues and the top leagues. It's when you play against these guys, you're like, Jesus, they're relentless.
Yep.
You just don't. It's like when I was playing against yourself, James. It's like you were hitting doubles. Even if you go off a wee bit, all of a sudden you're just getting punished.
Oh,
Whereas when you're playing against someone around about your same average, you get away with it. You get away with having a wee sort of bad spell. But yeah,
So that's Group H, Group G.
Group G.
I'll tell you what, if these things ain't up to date, these league managers have got some answering to do.
Yeah, somebody will be getting booted right in the.
There will be some
boys.
trouble. The thing is, you'll be able to tell who's doing which group. So look, Gary, G and H, all up to date.
Yeah. This happened with Shan's game. Is there a reason why that wasn't played?
She recently moved. Tried to get a few in earlier.
Yeah, no, I remember.
And he was on holiday that week anyway. She tried to get,
I know.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason why it wasn't played. I just couldn't remember what the reason was.
So what we got that? Ryan 4-1 against Shan.
Yeah.
Rich, is that a 4-0?
4-0 against Dan Humphrey.
Ooh.
And Alfie.
4-1 against Ross.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the fast thing again. I'm not doing that.
Alfie top. Rich climbing up into second.
Two of them giving themselves a little bit of breathing space up there. Not a massive amount, but enough. Shan and Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Want to Group F. Only one result in.
Yeah. Greg and Gary. 3-3. So they know the others are arranged.
Right.
But obviously Egrid's stepping out of the league.
Yeah, at the end of the season, did you say?
No, he's obviously you haven't seen the messages today.
No, I haven't, mate. I've not had a chance.
Yeah, he had surgery in, I think he said 2021. And he had put something in to replace his shoulder and it's playing up.
Right.
And he's even struggling to lift his arm. So to be fair,
Ouch.
He's been playing with his opposite arm.
Wow.
And he's struggling to hit anything, so he's going to go away, practice with his other arm.
And then come back.
But it's staying in the group.
What's that, James?
Have you ever tried to do that, throw your other hand?
No, I've done it as a joke, sort of to throw one down.
Yeah,
I've never actually tried.
It's really hard doing it.
Yep.
Just no power in it, I think. That was what I found.
Yeah. So that's how he's been playing lately.
Wow.
But he's tried to stick it out, but he's sent the message and communicating. That's all we ask.
There's so many times we have to say it, mate. It's just let us know we're not.
Got to do what's best for you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just one on the E as well. What's going on here?
Organised. And Kev's been ill.
Oh,
But
right, has he?
I believe all three of them are organised for tomorrow, tonight.
Yeah.
So
Well, they've got Kenneth Hart against Derek Hiscock.
there's Kenneth Top. Got a nice little
Yeah.
gap there.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's still a few games to come in.
Mm-hmm. Michael's still hovering about there.
Yeah.
He's doing a tamble for us, but it looks all right. Too many draws.
Too many draws.
Get Martin. I said this the last time. He came down from D the last time, did he? Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I've got faith, Martin. You'll get that win.
Yeah. And where
Group D.
the big boys live,
Have all games been played?
apart from mine, I think. No? What?
Right. League managers, come on.
Have they even played these games?
Here we got.
I'm surprised Martin Ball's not played yet. Martin's normally...
They have played. It was 4-2 to Martin.
I'll amend it later, mate.
I believe. Yeah, don't put it in just in case.
Yeah, so I'm not like...
Not
Not that I don't
Mike
trust
and
you,
Dan.
but...
It was arranged, but someone had plans or something.
And obviously myself and Luke, you'll have to play catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it, sitting third.
Still sniffing about. If I can get the win against Luke, pulls me right back into the mix.
Yeah.
That'll help you right out if you can.
Yeah, but just 1 point in it between us all.
I mean, you both come down from C last season, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I finished above Luke last season. He was bottom and I was second bottom.
You
Yeah.
don't want to mention who sent you down, though, do we?
We don't go down that road, mate. It's a disgusting piece of disgustingness. Yeah. To Gav, he's only played about 2-3 games, so he needs to get his finger out if he wants to avoid going down. He needs to get some points from somewhere.
I thought that was a decent player.
He is. I've played
Yeah,
him a
he
couple
is.
times, mate. He is. Yeah, he's a good player.
Just won the tournament, Susan. Gets quite far.
Yeah. Always goes quite deep in them.
Yes,
Yeah, what we've got
still
here.
got Daniel and Andy the Arrow to play.
Rob with a good win there.
Yeah, against Peter. Tyler,
Tyler.
a good one as well.
I think that's what I seen. It was Tyler saying that's like that was coming up to the best average he's ever thrown. I believe.
Yeah.
It was some game this week. I'm guessing it's that one. And Aaron 4-2 over Paul.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aaron will have a few weeks off now.
Yeah.
For catch-ups. He'll get them done when he can.
Yeah.
You'll not want to pull out for the main second.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the spot.
Yeah.
You'll have it next season, Tom. When you go down.
I ain't going down.
It's quite tight up there, isn't it?
Yeah. I think when it started, we looked at the names in there, it was like, this could be a
tussle.
Very tight group.
Yeah.
Going to be a couple of clowns live. Oh, everybody's played their matches.
Yep.
Tom Hawes, 3 each against Chris Stewart.
Yeah, it weren't the greatest game.
James with the 4-1 against Jay Russell. Is Jay not top of the group? Or is it James West?
Yeah. James will be top of the group.
Yeah, James West, I think it will be.
Yeah. Hedgehog a draw.
I gave a win away last week.
Yeah.
So, catch it now.
I can't remember who you were playing last week, mate, but
I can't see it there.
It's to nobody.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tom. Ah,
Yeah. Someone with a girl's name, mate. I can't.
Heard is a cracking player though.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with your ears, mate. If that's what you've heard. So there we go. 3 points behind, mate. Just a result, isn't
Too
it?
many draws for me.
Yeah.
Too many draws. That red L. Don't help.
That one
You've
little
got-
red eye.
Yep. Oh, there's Tom sitting there just
clinging on. I think I've got Chris J next week as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping a win there might.
Or his first win, which that's sort of luck the two of us have got, mate. He'll turn up with the best darts he's ever played in his life.
Probably.
Yeah. And where the big dogs live, still got Jamie and Tygo to play. Brian Gelling with a 4-1 against Matthew. Chris Bishop, 4-1 against Dale. And Neil with a 4-1 against Ben. Was it not Ben that beat Neil the last time?
No, Brian.
Was it Brian?
Yeah. 2 seconds. I shall be. I need to adjust.
I played Brian before he did it.
Yeah, I've not played him yet, mate. So I think I've played most players in there, to be honest. I don't know if I've played Tygo. I think I must have, because he's played in a couple of tournaments as well. So
One off me out to go. In the first round.
but that's the leaks, guys. That's it. That is that, as they say in France.
There we go. The joys of the leagues.
Yeah.
Favourite part of the podcast, that man.
Thing is, there's not even much to say on them.
The funny thing is, that's when it started off. That was what it was for, was to show everyone. But then you realise,
Literally just to show and talk about that. It's like
just you realise, oh Jesus, here we go again. You see, it's generally like that with the lower leagues. You're going, half of them are not even played, or most of them have not been played. So you're going, how can you talk about something that's not actually happened yet?
We'll spend 20 minutes talking about Group G where one game's been played.
Yeah, great fun, mate.
So no, but this is now everyone's favourite part. We'll have a good quiz.
We've got a wee something to mix it up. James has actually done a quiz so that Tom can get leathered off of me this week, which is nice.
We will find out.
Tom's knowledge for a change.
We'll,
Knowledge, really?
Well, I'll tell you what, James, if you've seen any other podcasts, you'll see that my knowledge ain't great.
That's him being kind to himself, I tell you.
I'll beat Gary on Tuesday. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Right, who wants to go first?
What is it? Is it just general knowledge at first?
Yeah, that's fine.
Have you set it up specifically, or?
No, he's not.
Questions each.
He's not a snake like you, Tom. He's not actually set up so one set's worse than the other.
If you want to have questions, you have them.
No, I'm all right, thanks. But I'll let Tam go first.
Let's do this.
Name me 2 mammals that can't jump.
An elephant.
That's one.
Giraffe.
No. You could have had sloth, hippo, or rhino.
There you go.
So, Tom, what's the nearest planet to the sun?
Mercury.
Yeah.
I'm getting done up like a cuppa again here.
I'll stick with these
Right.
ones, thanks.
Tom, what country first used tinsel as a holiday decoration?
Ooh. I mean, this one's common knowledge.
Germany.
Germany, yeah.
Fabulous.
Right, Tom. Tom. How many feet are in a yard?
6.4.
3.
I was going to say, is it not 3.2 or something? Lads, just 3? I thought it was 3 point something.
Well, I just put like 3. Yeah. We got it wrong anyway, so. Tom.
I thought you said 2 yards.
What is the largest city in the world by population?
Delhi.
No, Tokyo.
I was about to say Tokyo or I thought maybe Rio, but it was Tokyo.
Right, Tom. Which country gifted USA the Statue of Liberty?
That would be France.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tom. Which is the only US state that is an island?
That one's very easy.
New York.
No. Tom, do you want to tell him?
Is it Hawaii?
Yeah.
Ah! What?
I hated that because I was like so confident and you didn't get it, and then I'm like, please give out the
I'm
answer.
going to look really stupid, yeah.
Don't make me answer it.
Right, Tom. A violin usually has how many strings?
4.
4, yeah. And then, Tom, last question. What animal was Walt Disney's first cartoon?
A mouse?
Rabbit.
What?
Who was
A
what,
rabbit?
sorry?
A rabbit?
What was the question?
Walt Disney's first cartoon?
Yeah, what animal was Walt Disney's
Huh?
first cartoon? I
A
don't know what the
rabbit.
cartoon was, but it was a rabbit apparently.
I thought it was Steamboat Willie. I thought that was his first one.
Right, Tom, how many medals did China win at the Beijing Olympics?
113.
100.
I think I got 3 there.
You did, you got 3. Tom only got the 1.
That's because his one easy. I would have got all of his.
Did you, what? You know how many medals China won at the Olympics?
Yeah, mate, 100. 100. 100. 100.
But you didn't know about the only state as an island.
I don't even know what I was thinking, mate. I should have got that one. That one was ridiculously easy.
Specialists.
I don't know how hard or easy these ones are going to be. So I don't know anything about either subject.
What did Tam pick?
Friends, the TV show.
Ooh.
And Tom picked Rugby Union. So this is going to be a very fun podcast. So who you go first this time?
I will go first again, mate, if you want.
Yeah. We'll let him not even let him catch up.
Right. What was Russell and Monica's parents' names?
Jack. Oh, Jesus, wait a minute.
I didn't have you down as a Friends fan, to be fair.
Is it Judy?
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, he's clutched that.
How many sisters does Joey have?
It's 6 or 7. 6.
7. What is Rachel's favourite movie?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. When is Chandler's birthday?
Don't think I've ever heard of his birthday getting mentioned. No idea, mate.
Don't have a guess. Of the 365 days in the year.
November the 12th.
14th of February.
8th of April.
How many episodes?
How many episodes does Ben appear in?
7.
24. So Tom, we need to get one question right.
Talk about pressure. But before we jump onto that, I honestly did not know have you down as a Friends fan.
Now, my wife actually, she's a huge Friends fan, and the two of us used to watch it all the time. No, don't get me wrong, those are really obscure questions. If you've got,
I try to get hard ones. Like,
yeah,
when people say the
they're
Friends fans,
super
they're like
obscure.
proper Friends fans, you know.
Yeah, that's ones that even the actors wouldn't know the bloody answers to them. But yeah,
Right, so I've just got to get 1 out of 5.
Yep.
No pressure.
You should get the first one, but I don't know about the rest.
Go on then.
What country is traditionally awarded the wooden spoon in the Six Nations?
oh come on,
That was it. Whoever finishes bottom.
Yeah.
it's horrific. Fucking when was Chandler's birthday? He gets what did he get the wooden spoon for?
Is it even worth carrying on? I mean, I've won.
So you see how good your rest of your knowledge is, eh? What is the maximum height for the goalpost in rugby union?
Oh, half.
So he starts off with that. It's like getting the Vaseline, isn't it? It just sort of just degrees you up, then kaboom.
The maximum,
The maximum?
7 metres.
No. There is no maximum height. It just must be over 3.4 metres. Above the
What?
crossbar.
Crossbar, you said goal post.
Yeah? The goalpost? How high can the goalpost be? Which team did Japan famously defeat in the 2015 Rugby World Cup?
That was South Africa. They've made a film about it. Brilliant game.
Yeah.
Can I just say, by the way, I got asked a question about when a character's birthday is. I don't think it was ever mentioned on the show. And he's getting these questions at watch famous. The clue is in the title there. Famous.
Would you have known that question?
That's neither here nor there. It's not my specialist subject.
Which team has recorded the longest unbeaten streak in International Rugby Union?
See, I think it's 2. So I think England matched it, or we fell 1 short. But it'll be New Zealand.
So which one's your answer?
It's going to be New Zealand because we didn't beat it.
New Zealand, yeah.
18.
Yeah, 18. Who scored the winning drop goal for England in the 2003 Rugby World Cup final?
These were easy. Do you know what? I remember watching this game. I would have been what? 11. And it was in Australia. And I was watching it while eating a bacon sandwich. Johnny
You should have
Wilkinson.
got it wrong. Aye, Johnny Wilkinson.
Even I knew that one. And I don't even like friggin' rugby.
I wouldn't have got any of the to be quite honest.
I was
I'm
stitched
trying
up.
to agree with you.
Give us it.
What?
It's always worth more points than what the other person's got. So
It depends who wins this one.
In miles, what is the circumference of the Earth?
do you want me to go first, Tom?
Yeah.
1,800 miles. It's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that. Wait a minute, I'll take that back.
One part of Australia to another part of Australia is
Yeah,
like 1,000 miles.
See, I get put off with my moon answer. Remember, I went about 600,000 miles. I'm going to go for 36,000 miles.
So you're going less.
Less?
So you answered 100
Oh.
and odd.
We didn't.
No, I
We
said
said
1,000.
1,000.
Oh, you said 1,000.
Now we've got 26.
200,000.
24,000.
I said
901.
200,000. It was 200. It was 200 and something thousand to the moon. So how the fuck is it going to be the circumference?
I meant 20,000. 20.
Even if I'd stuck with my original answer, it was still closer than yours. So what was it? 20 what thousand?
24,901.
And that sounds that big, does it?
Bet you
Remember
wouldn't
how
want
much
to
I
vote.
get? Remember how much I get mocked for when I said that about the pencil? How long a pencil would last?
How long did you say?
I think it was 100 miles. What it was about 4.
It wasn't 4.
I can't remember.
31. 31. 37.
Sounds about
Was
right, mate.
in the 30s.
Yeah. Wish I could say I was in my 30s, mate. But, no.
I am.
Really?
Don't start.
Where are you, James?
I'm 26.
Must have served his paper around in Afghanistan or something, I think.
I told you, I'm terrible with like seeing people and like guessing their age.
Mm.
It's just like I wouldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe Tam was in his 50s.
James is
Rab,
sitting
I
there
couldn't
going,
believe was in
I
his
thought it was his
30s.
60s. Yeah. I think me and Rab must be two of the older guns in this group. I don't think there's too
That's
many
a good
that are
one.
older than us.
People comment there how old you are
Yeah. What age you are?
and your bank
Interesting.
details and most
Yeah.
memorable question.
Yeah. And what your pet
Name of your
dog's name
dog.
was.
The name of your first pet
Yeah.
would be great. No, 'cause I'm sure there's quite a range in there.
Hmm. I do. I think me and Rab must be. He must be up there. The youngest. Youngest? The oldest even.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there'd be many older than.
No, 50s. No.
So I've got.
Rab's what? 50. 54, 55. Rab will be round about. Rab's a couple
Is he
of
only
years
2 years
older.
older than you?
Yeah, he's only a couple of years older than me, mate. Yeah. 2 or 3.
I must be growing up in Scotland. Must be.
Yeah. Yeah, what age did you think Rab was? 60 something?
I thought he was in his 60s.
Oh, Rab's coming for you, mate. Oh,
Best be careful, especially with all them weights he's been doing.
yeah.
I did enjoy his little ill photo.
He's just a big chip.
And I can't even remember. I was looking for something the other day and I accidentally clicked on that chat. And obviously, no one's put anything since that. So as soon as I opened it, it was just a picture of Rab.
Rab's face. Oh, poor Rab.
Priceless. I mean, I was asked the other day how old I was, and it completely went out my head. I haven't got a clue.
What age are you, Tom?
I'm 32.
32, mate.
Yeah. I know that now.
Distant memory for me, brother. Distant memory.
Liz is. Probably shouldn't say her age, actually. Before I get in trouble.
I think that's why.
38.
Bum, bum, bum.
But you know what's coming on there Tuesday podcast? Tom's
Mhm.
next apology letter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got a black eye.
I don't like the apology segment mentioned. It's right, I just went down there because obviously kids fighting and all before we recorded. And then she's come out to the hallway and she's got me darts in her hand. And obviously I've just brought new points for them. Some new K-flat. Using my darts? Yeah, I just thought I'd swap them over. That's it, wait until I'm gone, then go and break them.
Couldn't throw them any worse than you, to be honest, mate. So
I sat there and So I've just put in 40 mil points in them. Always wanted to try it. And the first 9 darts I threw were 100, 140. I was like, oh, feeling good now. These feel nice. And Tam messaged me saying, do you want a game? I was like, yeah, I'll try out my new setup. Average, what, 41?
I think we were 30 something after the first leg. The two of us. Absolutely horrific.
Not in my team league game, after the first leg, I was averaging 23 against Tommy. It was 57 dart leg.
It's just dire. Such a frustrating game, mate.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
We'll
boys.
put out the list. Well, I say we. James will put out the list for the sweepstake. Who you got. Put out the rules proper, so in case anyone don't understand, answer any questions.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
Just remember to give a like, follow, subscribe, whatever the hell it is that you're watching.
And keep your eye out. We'll be going live on TikTok soon.
Yeah.
As we now can.
Later on. Yeah, I might do something later. Maybe
Good,
do a
then I
wee,
can join and just...
could do a
put in
doubles
loads of-
thing. Could do a doubles challenge live. See if you can beat my score at going for doubles. Let's be honest, most people
I'm not sure if
probably
I've got the time.
Yeah.
3 hours to beat.
No, it's only 3 darts at each double. See how
Oh,
many
3
you can
darts
get.
at each double.
Each double, see how you go on. Round the clock. See how you go on. I said clock there, Tom. I think you get a wee bit excited.
Oh, I did a bit.
Yeah. Not
So, yeah.
does Dallas anymore. But yeah, that'll do us, boys. And see everyone soon.
Next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Lighters.